Women's History Month is the perfect time to discuss the importance of mental health for women, especially in the context of historical struggles, cultural expectations, and self care. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Sweet Tea, and some may even call me Sweet Texas Tea. And I want to welcome you back to the Black Gold Texas Tea Show. As I continue to celebrate Women's History Month, I thought about some of the struggles that we suffer with in mental health. I say we because I too have had challenges. And so I'm not only speaking to what others have experienced, I'm talking about myself as well. I've been there and sometimes even still now struggle with some issues associated with mental health. So let's get into what mental health is as it relates to women and what we can do about it. Women's mental health has been deeply influenced by historical gender roles, societal expectations, and cultural norms that have evolved over time, from being expected to conform to traditional domestic roles to facing pressures in modern workplaces. These experiences have had profound psychological effects. Over time, women are often seen in a variety of roles. One may be those women that are considered traditional women, who are expected to be caretakers, nurturers, and emotional supporters for their families. And often that's at the cost of their own well being. Then, of course, there are the super women who were expected to do it all. They have to maintain a household, succeed in their careers, and support their families without showing any type of vulnerability. And if you were a strong Black woman, you were expected to be resilient, independent, and unbreakable. And even while you're struggling with your own mental health, women were expected to be, and sometimes are still expected to be, patient, kind, and self sacrificing, often leaving their mental health needs unmet. Women struggling with mental health illness were often dismissed as hysterical or overly emotional, leading to a long history of medical gaslighting. These types of stereotypes have also caused many women to experience burnout, anxiety, and depression, yet hesitate to seek therapy due to the stigma of appearing weak. Let us not forget the unrealistic expectations around motherhood, femininity, and self worth, which can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and depression in women trying to balance personal fulfillment with societal or social norms. With all of this, we must remember we don't have to hide or continue to struggle. Women seeking help and support for their mental well being have many resources available, ranging from professional therapy to faith based or community support. These numerous things are available if you seek them out. There's all kinds of women in history that have also suffered from mental health crises. I mention that because, as previously mentioned, there can be a stigma associated with acknowledging that you need some help. We may look at other women and think that they have it all together, they have it all going on, they're as bad or as good as a bag of chips. But the thing about that is, they're just women, just like the rest of us. And some of them may be struggling in the same way. Some of these women are even quite notable. Did you realize that Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child battled depression for years, all while at the height of her musical career? She actually checked herself into a mental health treatment center in 2018. Now, though, she's an advocate for faith, therapy, and mental health awareness, and inspires women to seek help without shame. Michelle says, depression is not just sadness. It's okay to seek help. You don't have to suffer in silence. How about Taraji P. Henson, noted actress and founder of Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation? She struggled with anxiety as well as depression after personal losses and career pressures. But she fought back, by creating her own foundation that promotes mental health and awareness in the Black community. Taraji says, we have to talk about mental health so we can heal. Therapy changed my life. Isn't that something? And oh my goodness, what about Serena Williams, world renowned tennis champion? She's also an advocate for mental health. She spoke about postpartum depression after giving birth to her daughter, and now she uses her platform to encourage mothers to seek support and not be ashamed of their mental health struggles. Serena says, talking about mental health is so important. It's okay to feel vulnerable and to ask for help. And finally, I certainly don't want to forget about Simone Biles, Olympic gold medalist and world champion gymnast. She has a powerful voice and has been a powerful advocate for mental health awareness, particularly in the world of elite sports. Her story highlights the importance of prioritizing mental health and well being over performance and has helped break that stigma around mental health in athletes. I'm hoping that you've noticed how athletics has changed because Simone reminds us when she says, I go to therapy pretty religiously. And it's not just because of the spotlight. I think mental health is so important. You may have noticed recently there have been multiple athletes as a result of Simone's voice that have become more comfortable speaking about their own mental health challenges. These are women that we respect and are considered not just successful, but extremely successful. And they were open about their challenges and changed how many view mental health, as well as the importance of seeking help. Think of the importance of your own personal health and don't be held captive by what others think. Seek professional help with a therapist. Look for a licensed mental health professional through entities like Psychology Today, or also Therapy for Black Girls. You might even look in your local health clinics or other resources around you in the area where you live. You can explore faith-based counsel. Many churches and religious organizations today offer Christian counseling that integrates your faith with mental wellness. Prayer and therapy can work together, and mental health struggles don't mean that there's a lack of faith. You might also strengthen your support system through talking with trusted family members and friends. The idea is to break the silence and understand that sharing your struggles with a trusted friend can be healing. Let people in your circle know how they can support you, whether it's through listening, checking in occasionally, or even encouraging self-care. Most importantly, prioritize your self-care and healthy habits. Set boundaries for yourself. Protect your peace by saying no to toxic relationships and overcommitment. Avoid spaces and people that drain your mental health and your emotional energy. Also, practice self-compassion by replacing self-criticism with self-kindness. You deserve grace just as much as others. I remember Joyce Meyer saying that you need to get rid of stinking thinking because what you think about is what your body or what your emotions will respond to. Stay active. Nourish your body through exercise. Take walks in nature and healthy eating. Listen, I know y'all looking at me saying, I know she's not talking about taking no walks. I'm going to tell you something. When I left Texas, we were so accustomed to driving around everywhere we went. And I'm not going to call my girl out. She knows who she is. But something as simple as a walk can really be refreshing because of the nature of it all, the fresh air, and you're getting to see something that you can't see when you're driving in your car. But my girlfriend and I were told to go look at some jewelry while we were waiting for an appointment. And she headed straight to the car. And I was like, well, we could just walk over there. And she looked at me and she was like, walk, girl, if you don't get in this car. I laughed because I couldn't believe the words were coming out of my own mouth. But I said, girl, it's just across the street. We could walk. And she was like, who are you? And where is my friend? And I understand because, again, I was not the one to go walking. I just wasn't. But being around people here in North Carolina, especially for me at least, these people are walking. They're walking, they're running, they're biking. These people are active, and I appreciate the influence that it's had on me. They're dancing. Don't forget about going line dancing, honey. Where them flans at? You can do whatever you need to do to get moving. I said all that to say I got my girlfriend to walk across the street with me. And when we got to the other side to the store that we were going to, I looked at her and I said, so are you tired? And she was like, no. I was like, exactly. Look, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So make sure that you're finding a way to stay active and nourish your body. All of this positively impacts your mental wellness. You want to be sure that you prioritize good sleep habits and don't forget to drink and hydrate. These practices can also improve your mood and your mental clarity. Finally, I encourage you to engage in prayer, meditation, and journaling. I've struggled with journaling myself, but I've learned that spending quiet time with God and writing down your thoughts can ease stress. Mental struggles don't define you. Healing is a journey, and seeking help is a powerful step to feel better about all that you're going through. So again, as we celebrate Women's History Month, remember to be kind and patient, not only to yourself, but to our full sisterhood, to other women that are around you. Be kind. Kindness counts. Whether we know the sister or not, approach from a place of kindness. In the world in which we live today, it's often an immediate reaction to judge, disrespect, or just be mean to our fellow women. Can you imagine the impacts we could make as women if we simply approached each other from a place of respect, honor, and love? People can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want, but God holds us accountable for how we respond to their actions. Not what they do, but how we respond. And remember also, we're a part of a royal priesthood. So let's approach each other with that whole idea and remembering that we are queens and princesses. Remember, Eve was a gift to Adam. So we have to walk in a way that celebrates that value as women. You never know how far a simple hello, a simple smile, or a little kindness can stretch in the lives of those that we encounter daily. This week, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to challenge you to do one thing just for yourself, just for you. Whether it's taking a break, journaling your thoughts, or setting a boundary, your well-being matters. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, please reach out for support, remembering the resources that I discussed earlier, whether that's a therapist, a trusted friend, or a faith-based counselor. Help is certainly available. You are strong. You are worthy. And most of all, remember, you are enough. No matter how you're feeling or what you're facing, know that God's got you. And you, because of Him having you, you've got this. As always, here on the BlackGold-TexasTee show, I want to promote a space that is inspiring, empowering, and encouraging. And I hope the details associated with the importance of our mental health and well-being has been something that has encouraged you and maybe enlightened you a bit. Finally, remembering that today is the first day of the rest of your life, and let the rest of your life be the best of your life. Until next time, God bless. Don't let me forget. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I can't do this without you, and I hope that I'm doing something that makes you feel empowered. Thanks again. God bless.